Light of the Eternal by Lillian Waters, 1945. Chapter 6. The Perfect Manifest. In the one infinite selfhood abide all identities, creatures, and things. We are in this selfhood, and this selfhood is in us, and we are this selfhood. We are face to face with the real, the true, and the absolute, because in reality, we are the real, the true, and the absolute. Upon entering reality, as in self-revelation, we are the perfect manifest, none else. Personal mind cannot experience or comprehend reality to be that which is self-contained and self-revealing. It cannot see beyond itself. Could one see a country unless he were there to see it? Could he know the taste of sweetness unless he tastes something that is sweet? In the same way, one can know reality only as he accepts himself to be reality. To let the God Self be all of us is the great fulfillment. This is possible only as we renounce the belief that we are separate from the self as another, an individual consciousness, a spiritual idea or reflection. Until then, one does not know the truth. Until then, he does not comprehend the meaning of the words, the perfect manifest. Absolute identification is our fullness of joy, our ever-present understanding, freedom and glory, even our full salvation from darkness, from problems and from death. The real can be known and experienced by the real alone. To be the real and to experience it, it is imperative that we depart from the unreal and illusory, separate mind to be spiritualized, separate body to be healed, separate thoughts to be corrected. The real is ever free. There is naught beside it. The real is its own fulfillment, its own realization. It depends upon nothing. It is alone. It is all in all. To experience the real, one must turn to it with all his heart, loving and desiring it more than all else. It is said, quote, unless we ask with our whole being, unless we can hardly eat or drink or sleep until we know, unless life is no longer worth living without the experience of the living truth, we shall not gain it. We must desire truth more than life itself if we are to be worthy of experiencing it. Not by way of any healing or by acceptance of any person, church or book shall one come into the experience of the perfect manifest. Released from such ideas, rapturously we accept God to be our eternal wholeness and harmony now. Any metaphysical idea to apply the truth to thought or body shall now be relegated to the past. We know reality by way of self-identification, no other. We have never been separate human beings. Then to whom or to what could truth be applied? Constant effort to make a demonstration as though it were the criterion of one's spiritual status comes now to an end. It is supplanted by self-revelation, self-experience, self-light. Willingness to be released from the bondage of treatment and demonstration, and joy of such deliverance opens one's consciousness to behold the perfect manifest at hand. Perfect being has been perfect manifestation always. Lay aside all desire to improve the body or conditions. Seek instruction of the Absolute. This alone satisfies. This alone is reality. Crystal vision and absolute identification reveal self-existent being. Thought can never attain to spiritual revelation. The prerequisite to entrance into the real and the absolute is through heart and soul alone, when bathed in love and devotion, truth and reality. How can one actually know? And what is his criterion of certainty? The answer is simple. By his own experience in the real. Experience in reality is absolute knowledge. Nothing else is. Enjoying perfect experience, we are pure consciousness. No personal sense can linger here. We are free, not liberation gained through demonstration, but liberation which is real existence. Quote, "No man cometh unto the Father but by me." John 14:6. We enter into the perfect state, identified as the way, the truth, and the life. Yielding completely to it, such experience is both restful and vivifying. Not a single system of religion contains the answers to the problems of life. For life is not a problem to be solved intellectually or philosophically. Life is reality, to be experienced spiritually. Churches cannot take away our sense of personality and in exchange give us our perfect self and heaven. They would keep us in bondage to antiquated theories and practices. Not perceiving spiritually that never is there aught beside the perfect manifest, those who have kept their hearts in the background would apply the perfect and imperishable to non-existent human personality. The absolute way does not associate itself with practical results, so hoped for in the usual metaphysical regime, or with tangible benefits so greatly desired. Constant need to make healings will cease only when mind itself is brought to an end by the awakening of him that sleeps. The absolute way takes us completely out of the belief that we are human beings, living in a human existence, toiling night and day to attain. The Absolute places us where we actually live and as the one we really are. A human state does not exist. There is no human state in God, the Infinite. Quote, I leave the world and go to the Father. John 16:28. I depart from everything pertaining to a human mind, life, body, and existence to identify myself completely with the imperishable, immaculate, real, and divine. Dearly beloved, when will you accept the way of perfect spiritual existence to be the only real existence there is? You do not need to wait for any certain time. Why not accept it now? Drink of living water. Be baptized in eternal light. Be the self, the perfect manifest, the one who is self-existent and self-complete.